Comfort is what every man wants in summer. But for men over 45, the clothes chosen to feel relaxed can quietly make the body look older, heavier, and less defined. An oversized shirt hides the shoulders before it hides the stomach. Long shorts shorten the legs. Worn shoes pull down everything above them. These are not expensive problems, and they do not require a new wardrobe. They come from small mistakes in fit, proportion, and condition. Here are 8 summer-style mistakes men over 45 often make, and the first begins with the shirt meant to hide the stomach. The oversized shirt that hides more than your stomach. Most men do not buy an oversized shirt because they have stopped caring. They buy it for the opposite reason. They want more room through the stomach, less fabric pulling across the waist, and a shape that feels safer in photographs. But the shirt does not only become wider at the stomach. The shoulder seam drops down the arm. The sleeves begin to flare. Extra fabric gathers around the waist when you sit. The stomach may feel less exposed, but the shoulders disappear with it. Nolan Mercer, a 53-year-old operations director in Columbus, learned this at a company fundraiser. He wore a polo nearly 2 sizes too large because he wanted to feel comfortable in group photos. Nolan was experienced, calm, and respected at work. Yet in the pictures, the shirt made him look tired and heavier than he was. He did not lose weight. He did not buy a luxury shirt. He replaced it with a polo that fit correctly at the shoulders, left enough room through the stomach, and ended a few inches higher. His body stayed the same. His posture did not. The shoulders looked stronger, the waist looked cleaner, and the clothes finally reflected the man his colleagues already knew. The goal is not a tight shirt. It is a shirt that follows the body without clinging to it. The shoulder seam should end where the shoulder ends. The fabric should skim the stomach, not stretch across it or hang like a curtain. More fabric does not always create more comfort. Sometimes it only hides the structure you still have. And even when the body of the shirt fits well, one small detail at the sleeve can still make the entire outfit look dated. The short sleeve that makes the whole shirt look old. A short sleeve shirt can fit well through the chest and still look wrong because of one detail. The sleeve ends too low. When the sleeve falls close to the elbow, it cuts the arm at a heavy point. The arm looks shorter. The shoulder looks softer. If the opening is also too wide, the shirt begins to look larger than it really is. This is why some short sleeve shirts feel dated even when the color and fabric are perfectly fine. The better length is usually around the middle of the upper arm, or at least clearly above the elbow. The opening should sit close to the arm without squeezing it. You should still be able to move freely, but the sleeve should not flare out like a small flag. This is not about showing more skin. It is about restoring proportion. A slightly shorter sleeve makes the arm look longer and gives the shoulder a cleaner line. It also helps the entire shirt look more intentional, especially when worn with chinos or tailored shorts. If the shirt fits well everywhere else, a simple sleeve adjustment may be enough. In some cases, rolling the sleeve once can improve the shape immediately, but the fold must be clean and even. A loose, uneven roll only adds more visual clutter. The difference may be only a few inches, but those few inches can separate a shirt that looks current from one that looks like it has been hanging in the closet for 20 years. And the same problem appears below the waist, where the wrong length can make the legs look shorter before you notice anything else. The long shorts that make your legs look shorter. Long, baggy shorts often feel like the safer choice after 45. They cover more of the leg, leave more room through the thigh, and seem more appropriate than anything cut too high. But when the hem reaches the knee, or falls below it, the leg is divided at its widest point. The visible part of the leg becomes shorter. The lower body looks heavier. Add oversized cargo pockets, and the shorts create even more volume around the thighs. Darren Cole, a 56-year-old dealership manager in Raleigh, had worn the same style of cargo shorts for years. They were durable, comfortable, and practical. At work, Darren was energetic, decisive, and quick on his feet. But in photographs from a family cookout, the shorts told a different story. The wide legs and low hem made him look slower and heavier than he was. The large pockets pulled attention toward the broadest part of his lower body. Nothing about the outfit reflected the alert, confident man his employees knew. Darren did not replace his entire weekend wardrobe. He changed one piece. He chose a clean pair of chino shorts with a narrower leg and a hem about 2 inches above the knee. The polo stayed the same. The shoes stayed the same. His body stayed the same. but the legs looked longer, the lower half felt lighter, and the entire outfit looked more balanced. The right pair should leave room through the thigh without hanging away from it. The hem should sit clearly above the knee, not rest on it. You do not need a short inseam or a youthful cut. You only need enough leg to remain visible. Good shorts do not make a man look younger. They stop making him look shorter. And even the right shorts can be dragged down by what you wear beneath them. The worn shoes that pull the whole outfit down. Shoes do not need to be expensive, but they do need to look cared for. A clean polo and well-fitted shorts can still look tired when the shoes beneath them have collapsed at the heel, lost their shape, or worn unevenly at the sole. This is where many summer outfits fail. The shoes are comfortable, familiar, and still technically usable, so they stay in rotation long after they have stopped supporting the rest of the outfit. Running shoes are another common problem. They are built for movement, with thick soles, bright panels, and technical details. In the gym, those features make sense. With a polo and chino shorts, they often create too much visual weight. The same is true of flip-flops. They belong at the pool, the beach, or the shower. In most other settings, they make even a decent outfit look unfinished. You do not need a large shoe collection. A clean leather sneaker, a suede loafer, or a simple pair of espadrilles can cover most summer situations. The colors should be quiet, the shape should be clean, and the shoes should still stand upright when they are not being worn. Before replacing a pair, check the basics. Clean the surface, change the laces, look at the heel from behind. If the sole leans to one side or the upper has completely collapsed, comfort is no longer enough to save it. A good shoe does not demand attention. It simply keeps the rest of the outfit from looking neglected. And once the shoes are right, the next mistake becomes much easier to see. The polo that is either holding the body too tightly or hanging far too low. The polo that is too tight or too long. The polo shirt is supposed to sit between a t-shirt and a dress shirt. It should feel relaxed, but still hold its shape. When it is too tight, every movement creates tension. The buttons pull. The fabric stretches across the stomach. The sleeves grip the arms. Instead of making the body look cleaner, the shirt highlights every place where the fabric is under pressure. But going too long creates the opposite problem. A polo that falls too far below the hips hides where the legs begin. The torso looks longer. The legs look shorter. When you sit, the extra fabric gathers around the waist and adds more volume where you need less. The correct fit is quieter. The shoulder seam should sit at the edge of the shoulder. The sleeves should end around the middle of the upper arm. The fabric should pass over the stomach without clinging to it, and the front hem should end around the middle of the zipper. The collar matters too. Once it becomes soft, twisted, or unable to hold its shape after washing, the entire shirt starts to look tired. The fabric may still be intact, but the structure is gone. A polo should not squeeze the body. It should not swallow it either. It should create a clean line from the shoulder to the waist and then stop before it begins shortening the legs. The best polo does not make the body look different. It simply stops getting in the way of the body you already have. And when the fit is finally right, the next problem is not size. It is the number of colors competing for attention. Too many colors competing at once. Summer clothing is often brighter, lighter, and more relaxed. That does not mean every item needs to make a statement. A bold polo, patterned shorts, bright shoes, a contrasting belt, and sporty sunglasses may all look acceptable on their own. Together, they pull the eye in too many directions. The problem is not color itself. The problem is competition. When several strong colors appear at once, the body is divided into separate blocks. The outfit becomes louder than the man wearing it. Instead of looking fresh, it can look busy and dated. A simpler approach works better. Choose two main colors and, if needed, one small accent. Navy, stone, olive, light blue, sand, and off-white are easy to combine because they support each other without fighting for attention. If the shirt is bright, keep the shorts and shoes quiet. If the shorts have a pattern, let the shirt remain plain. And before buying a color, hold it near your face in natural light. Do not look only at the fabric. Look at your skin, your eyes, and the shadows beneath them. The right color should make the face look clearer, not more tired. A good summer outfit does not need to be dull. It only needs one clear direction. Color should bring attention back to the man, not pull it away from him. And even the best color combination will fail if the proportions underneath it are working against the body. ignoring the proportions of the body. Clothes can fit your measurements and still make your body look unbalanced. The issue is often not the size of one item, it is where each item begins and ends. A long shirt, worn with low-rise trousers, shortens the legs from both directions. A wide top with wide shorts removes every natural line from the body. Heavy shoes add even more weight to the lower half. None of these pieces may look obviously wrong on their own, but together, they change the way the eye reads the body. Proportion is about balance. If the shirt has a slightly relaxed fit, the trousers or shorts should be cleaner through the leg. If the trousers are wider, the shirt needs more structure and a controlled length. The waistline matters too. A medium rise usually gives the stomach more support and allows the legs to begin higher. This creates a cleaner division between the upper and lower body without forcing anything to look tight. Step back from the mirror before leaving the house. Do not inspect the collar or the buttons first. Look at the whole outline. Do the legs look shorter than they normally do? Does the torso look like one large block? Is there a strong horizontal line cutting across the widest part of the body? If the answer is yes, the outfit may not need a different style. It may only need a shorter shirt, a higher waist, or less fabric through one half of the body. Good proportion does not change your height or your build. It changes how clearly those things are seen. And once the proportions are right, the final difference comes down to the small details that make an outfit look prepared rather than accidental. The small details that make clothes look neglected. You do not need many accessories to look well dressed, but you do need a few details to look intentional. A stretched polo collar, a deeply wrinkled shirt, a cracked belt, or a wallet bulging from the back pocket can weaken an otherwise good outfit. None of these mistakes is dramatic. That is why they are easy to ignore. People may not notice each detail separately. They simply see an outfit that looks unfinished. Summer makes this more obvious because there are fewer layers to hide behind. The collar, the buttons, the belt, and the shoes are all exposed. When one of them looks tired, it carries more visual weight. The solution is not to add more. One simple watch that fits the wrist is enough. One clean belt is enough. Classic sunglasses are enough. If every accessory is large, bright, or trying to create a focal point, the outfit becomes crowded. The condition of the clothes matters just as much. Linen does not need to be perfectly pressed. Its natural wrinkles are part of the fabric. But there is a difference between relaxed texture and a shirt that looks as if it came from the bottom of a bag. Focus on the areas people see first: the collar, the shoulders, the button line, and the shoes. 5 minutes with a steamer, a lint roller, and a shoe brush can do more than another new purchase. Looking polished does not mean looking formal. It means removing the small details that tell the wrong story. These mistakes are not really about age. They are about whether your clothes reflect the man you are now or quietly work against him. Nolan did not become a better leader when he changed his polo. His experience and confidence were already there. The better fit simply allowed those qualities to show. Darren did not become more energetic when he replaced his cargo shorts. He only stopped wearing a shape that made him look heavier and slower than he really was. That is the real purpose of style after 45. Not to look 25 again, not to chase trends, and not to build a more expensive wardrobe. It is to make sure your clothes support your presence instead of hiding it. Look through your summer wardrobe and tell me in the comments which item no longer reflects the man you are today. If this was useful, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who values practical style without pressure or trends. You do not need to dress younger. You only need your clothes to represent you better.